Here's why. Here's why. Booyah! There we go. Halloween Kills. A trailer. Another. That kid. That kid is back on the escalator.
That son of a bitch.
Another Halloween Kills trailer has been rated and is going to come out maybe as soon as this freaking week.
I think it's too much.
6.
Yeah. I want to see it, but at the same time, just like that a wise man once in Angels in the Outfield said it best. Less is more, Chip. Less is more. They already gave us enough. I've already got enough to wet my vagina, and I'm ready to go have a baby with Michael Myers. I don't really need to be stimulated anymore there, Michael.
Why are you trying to tell me to go fucking goat, man?
Yeah, because
that's why I think
you're putting pussy on a pedestal, bro. You've been putting a pussy on a pedestal. No, I do it. But yeah, I think that it's interesting and it's exciting, but honestly, at this point, I think they're going a little overboard with. Look, everybody's excited. Like Halloween Kills is going to be the #1 film in October. There's no doubts about it whatsoever. 100% going to be the #1 film. It doesn't really need any more lubrication on its tracks, but it's cool. I mean, if you want to watch that, but you always run the risk if you keep on pumping out these trailers that you give away. We've talked about this before. Halloween 2018, one of the best kill scenes that they gave away. Because of the closet scene. They gave that away in the trailer, just, a throwaway. So everybody saw it. Everybody knew it. When you went into the theater, you were expecting it. You don't know if a TV spot, one thing happens and they let one of the better kills go. And you're like, oh, not that it would really take away or diminish it, but as a fan, you might be like, oh, shit. It'd been really cool to go in there kind of like, ooh, I didn't know that was coming. That's badass. I don't know.
I don't want it. Like, I don't need another trailer. Like as you would say, my vagina's very
nice
moist
and lubricated, yes.
But
moist.
I just don't care necessarily, and I also just think that I do think what we're about to get is the CinemaCon trailer. We thought we were reacting to the CinemaCon trailer, but this trailer here says that it is 2 minutes and 16 seconds long. So it's a full fucking trailer. This is just the trailer, I believe. I don't know. I got no sources. I just believe.
Who's your sources?
I would imagine it's my my nutritionalist. I just believe that. It's probably a CinemaCon trailer, because what I didn't realize when we did the reaction to the trailer that came out, they did show the van scene, right? And they showed what's not apparently Lori, but somebody pulling at the mask. They didn't show the scene that we described in the beginning of the CinemaCon trailer scene, where those little kids were like, the kid's like, hey, are you okay? And the kids are like, hey, some guy's playing hide and seek with us. Remember that creepy sounding scene?
Oh, yeah.
So I think this is just the CinemaCon trailer, but I agree with everybody else. I don't need it. I don't think the movie needs it. I think the movie's going to do what it does, baby. But they're probably going to put this out, and then on the end of it, this time they'll be like in theaters and on Peacock. The Universal probably they're not really worried about the spoilers or anything like that. They're probably just wanting to make sure with one big fat trailer probably put in front of theaters, that this is going to be on Peacock too, because that hasn't been in the trailer.
That's probably I could see them using it as an arm to advertise the streaming service, to give them a little bit more of a boost in recognition. But again, Halloween Kills is going to be the biggest movie in October, 100%. So if it's announced just on Twitter, because Twitter and social media is the way it's so big now. Everybody already knows that needs to know that it's going to be on a streaming service. But yeah, it's probably just a vehicle for them to maybe give them a little bit more attention, a little bit more spotlight. But if they show too much, like I know the kids and the whole thing with the hide and seek. I think someone had said it was Kyle Richards that was in that scene, or they thought it was Kyle Richards. Is that her name, Kyle or Kylie? So I mean, I don't know. But yeah, look, it's interesting. But at the same time, it's like, for me, it's like releasing another trailer. Like, I know that they're probably doing it to promote Peacock and get on the cock, that juicy cock. It's all about it.
Jump on the cock.
But I think that it's also one of those things. It's like a guy's trying to tell you that he's the football star of the high school football team while walking around with a Letterman jacket and slamming a nerdy kid into the locker. We already know. And we're expecting you to win at the big game on Saturday. So you don't need to tell me. Like, I already know. I'm already hyped up. Everybody's already hyped up. You blonde-headed looking fucker from Zachary Ty Bryan from Home Improvement. We're already impressed. So yeah, but it is. But what's interesting is we're all going to watch it. Whether or not we say that, I know that everybody online is going to say, fuck that.
I'm not too worried about the trailer because like this is an hour and 45-minute movie that's gonna have a lot that we haven't seen in it. But Megalomaniac says the angry mobs didn't say evil dies tonight. They said we want hot pockets. Could you imagine if they're standing outside the we want hot pockets?
Can I get that pepperoni and cheese, please?
I just want to see like you always
that
see
could have been one of those old Tombstone commercials, like the guy's getting ready to hang. He's like, "What would you like on your tombstone? Pepperoni and cheese."
You see on the news all the time these angry crowds, whether it's over masks or what the fuck ever, shouting shit. I would love to see a whole crowd in unison just going like, "Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time."
When pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime. That should be where that'd be the commercial. I think pizza. I mean, first off, you don't have to convince anybody
good shit
to
like
get
that,
pizza bagels, because pizza bagels are one of the best inventions of all time. Okay, that motherfucker deserves a Nobel Peace Prize, along with the one that invented what are those
pizza rolls?
Pizza rolls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anybody who stuffed pizza inside of something
deserves a
Nobel
medal.
Peace Prize. Yeah.
This belongs in a museum.
But don't stuff pizza inside of yourself in any orifice other than your mouth, because it gets messy. I've tried it 100 times. I mean, I've seen other people try it 100 times. It's weird. Like you think all the things you love, you want inside of you, but they hurt when they go in. Brian Gillen says, "Who do you think? Who do you guys think the opening pumpkin? What do you guys think the opening pumpkin intro will be for Halloween Kills?" That's a great question too.
I don't know,
because last time they had that sweet ass fucking undeflating.
I hope it's a Miley Cyrus swing in, and it just breaks the wall. I came in like a jack-o'-lantern. I just hope
by
it's
John Carpenter.
Yeah, you don't see anything, and then just like a brick wall that just gets shattered by a fucking.
Even better, dude, what if it's Michael Myers on a swing? I came in like a and like he hits he hits the jack-o'-lantern with a hammer on his way down.
I'd be fine with that, or the jack-o'-lantern itself. I don't know, but it's going to be interesting because it's weird. Like now that is. A lot of people do pay attention to that. A lot of people, I think one of the best openings Halloween ever had, Halloween 2, the original 1981. Was it 81? That was awesome with the skull inside of it. That was one of the coolest ones ever. And then of course, I was it. That was 5. Remember
5
with the movie sucked big fat cat balls, but the opening was cool as shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know, and then the inflating jack-o'-lantern. I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know what they could do. Maybe
it needs something violent. I think it needs something fucking violent. But I haven't heard a single utterance, and everybody I've spoken to who has seen the movie, I made sure to make clear I don't want any spoilers. I don't want too much at all. Just whether you liked it, why'd you like it, whatever. But the people I've spoken to who have seen the movie, not one of them has mentioned the opening. Not one of them has mentioned a pumpkin thing. So I don't even know if we get a fucking pumpkin thing. I don't want to know until I'm sitting in the goddamn theater. But
that's not bad. I mean, because Halloween 4, did they have? They did. Because I remember just opening up on the fall setting.
It wasn't a pumpkin, but there was pumpkins, right?
Yeah, but that was a cool. I mean, if they do it something simple like that, I think that'd be fine too.
That was fucking awesome.
Of course, it's not. I mean, but of course, they could just open it up on Jamie screaming, and then I don't know, not even really have one. Yeah, and then her face morphs into a jack-o'-lantern.
There you go. Right
there you go.
This fucking guy. This fucking guy, and I know you've seen it too, Jay. I've got it pulled up on the screen here, but I know you've seen it too because we've been tagged in it at our asses. This fucking dude went out into the goddamn hurricane at Galveston Beach.
I did see that, yeah.
Dressed as fucking.
That's
Michael
dedication
Myers.
To work. That's all I see is I see a dedicated man trying to do what's good for his family.
he fucking decided, hey. They say you're not allowed on the fucking beach. They say you're not allowed on the streets. You know who they also say is not allowed on the streets? Fucking Michael Myers. So I'm going to dress up as Michael Myers, and I'm going to face that hurricane like Lieutenant Goddamn Dan.
Do you know what he did? You know what he got tackled? You know what he got tackled? Or when he was right, he's like, we are the youth of the nation. That just sounds like, that looks like, because it reminds me of School of Rock. It's like, oh, that is so punk rock. It's the most idiotic thing I've ever seen in my life, but maybe he thought with the evil inside he could turn back the waves.
He took Michael Myers as a killer shark way too literally.
You know what's funny is
he tried to go into the ocean and be a killer shark.
His profession as a lawyer, he is a killer shark, so he's got the right mask for his job.
he fucking got arrested. But the sad thing is that they arrested him at the first fucking place. They arrested him for disturbing the people or whatever the fuck it is.
Disturbing the atmosphere. You disturbing the waves.
Like,
there was nobody on the goddamn beach. If he's stupid, let him do it.
He should have done the fucking Twister thing. When they came up, it's like, sir, I need to put your hands on the ground and drop the knife. He'd be like, is that what you think it did? It came after me. My house. He's like, no. And the cop's like, you got so much more to live for. He's like, who? He's like, me, Joe. From Twister. No. But he's a lawyer.
I was just trying to get into the sex zone.
That was a scary noise.
You know what that is? That's just when you've had a really, really messed up week. 7 days of torture, 7 days of bitter. And my girlfriend went and cheated on me. I'm gonna run to the hurricane and drown myself tomorrow. Nah. Michael Myers. Like that's the worst day.
Than he did in H5.
Yeah, dude, that guy closed the case quicker than anything he's ever done in his career. The fact that you picked that day to test out your cosplay for the next horror convention, and you decided to run to the fucking wave because you're like, I'm trying to show God my cosplay. Oh man. I kind of wonder like what his like I really would like to like when he had the interview at the jailhouse, what or why he was doing it. Like, did you get cheated on? Were you just pissed off that you lost the case and you just lost your cookies?
They talked to him. They asked him about it. He said, so if let me go up to here, let me find the actual article here. He says Metzger, a lawyer in that area. By the way, I found this dude's Facebook. I just want to point out real quick. I found this dude's face because my first thought was we gotta have the dude on the show, like right, like we gotta talk to him, like what the fuck was going on.
I don't mind.
But I went and looked at his Facebook,
unless he's a convicted,
and I'm not
for real
100% sure that's the best idea because in his main Facebook picture, I won't post it here because it's his personal Facebook, but he's standing on like the back of a truck, dressed like he's a member of fucking what were the brothers, the Road Warriors?
Yeah, the Road. The Legion of Doom. They were called the Road Warriors before. Which one was he, Animal or Hawk? Which one?
I don't know.
It makes a big difference.
Like a road warrior holding like an American flag, and I couldn't tell if that was like one of those weird January 6th things, you know? So I was like, maybe we're not fucking. I don't want but he's a handsome fucking guy. This dude is built as fuck. He's huge, and he is a beautiful man. Like the guy looks like a movie star. Anyways,
sounds like you found out your next lawyer and your next person that you want to blow.
Yeah, like holy God, like it's infuriating, like kind of guy you don't want in the room with your wife. You know what I mean? Regardless of his wackadoo possible political.
It's like what do you? It's like what do you like to do? It's like my hobbies. It's dressing up as Michael Myers and screaming and trying to stab the hurricane. I was trying to stab the hurricane. I was trying to save the world.
I didn't go any deeper, so I don't want to put any He's a lawyer. I don't want to put any misconceptions out there. That could have been like a fun Halloween thing he did. Like I don't know that that's what he was doing. But
you know what? It was bad enough.
I walked away.
Even lawyer speak. You got arrested, so you broke the law somehow. I mean,
I would love to find out that that's not the case, and then maybe we get on the show. But just to be very, very clear, I don't.
I watched Night Court. Don't worry, I kind of have my degree in Night Court.
But anyway, this big, handsome sumbitch, huge, big as fucking Tyler May and Michael Myers, big. He says that in a second post made around 7:20, Metzger wrote his appearance on the beach was about bringing positive vibes to the gloom and doom out there, generating some laughter, helping people crack a smile, and restoring our faith in humanity through humor. Hey, it sounds like
cool.
A nice fucking guy.
I like that. Yeah, that's a cool thing.
It sounds like he was just trying to make some people laugh who were scared of the fucking hurricane. And if anybody makes you feel safe in the face of a fucking hurricane, it's Michael fucking Myers, right?
Yeah, that always clears up my night terrors. I just think about Michael Myers and what he does to people, because you know what Michael does? Michael doesn't kill anybody. He just lifts their spirits up. He's not a horror icon or a slasher. He's just a misunderstood man with Audrey as his middle name. He's not out to hurt anybody. What a load of shit. But you know what? In his defense, I think he was, that was probably just a little joke that he was pulling. Maybe he didn't even think he was
pretty cool
breaking the law. I didn't even think. I wouldn't know if Mike and I, if we lived on a coastal city somewhere, I'd be like, hey, dude, there's a hurricane going. We should go out there and get a really quick shot. It'll be in our videos. Like we'd run out there with our cameras looking like assholes and then get arrested. Yeah. Be like, what did we do wrong? I wouldn't even know.
Fucking years before we ever started a YouTube channel, we did that shit. You remember we went out and stood by the creek, wearing the Michael Myers mask, and just watched cars slow down when they drove by? Like we did that shit years and years ago before we ever did the YouTube. Creek. But the creek in front of the old house, The little fucking rock query
yeah. Little did we know that we were intimidating drivers.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He went on to say, so if taking a silly walk down the beach during a storm in a costume and subsequently being arrested for disorderly conduct accomplished any of that, then I'd do it again all day, every day. And he says, I'm still fuzzy about what was illegal about.
Well, that's
my
called
actions.
drunk. That's called being
I like that.
intoxicated.
I like that though. Fuck
I
yeah,
like. Well,
fuck
you know,
dude.
I expect nothing less. I expect nothing less than the guy if he's on the back of a truck dressed as the Legion of Doom with an American flag in one hand and a fucking a Coors Light in the other, drinking it, looking jacked to the tits. I expect nothing less than that response.
Hey,
go get it, Tiger. You fucking show him. Got that, Lars.
There's a little bit of video too from Jeff Ball. Here he goes.
I can't.
What's with the music though?
Well, I can't hear it.
That's just some random ass fucking somebody skeetering on his arm. He's just looking at the fucking camera. You.
Snap. There you go. Michael Myers.
Yeah, I can't hear it, so I can't put. But it's funny.
It's just pointing at the camera. Yeah, but hey, I don't know about the picture I saw before, but as far as this particular,
that looked like how he was
goes,
walking down the ramp at a WWE event. Maybe he wants to be a wrestler. Maybe that was his
pretty
move.
Fucking cool to me. Like we should all be able to go out and fucking stand in front of a hurricane.
Well, yeah,
it's basically like all of us, dude, when there's a storm and your mom's like, don't go near the windows. And you're like, I want to see it. And you run outside, you just stand there and look at it. He's basically all of us doing that, right?
Dude, every time, tornado. And I know it's stupid. I mean, you shouldn't do this, but every time he's like, oh, there's a tornado watch. I love to go out. I'd run outside. I'm like, I smell the air and I pick up the grass like I'm fucking Russell Crowe in Gladiator. And I let the dirt fall from my fingertips and I smell it. And I'm like, oh.
Or you just do Bill Paxton from.
And then I'm like, what if I get struck by lightning and I get the powers of Raiden? What if that happens? What if I get the powers of the Flash? I'm just gonna stand out here until it happens. I know, but I love it, dude. I love the look.
I hope you die.
I swear to God, if things had turned out differently and maybe things hadn't gone a certain way, I think we would have been storm chasers, dude. I think that's the most interesting, most fascinating job of all fucking time. I really do. I would do if I knew for a fact I would get paid to do that shit. I would do it in a heartbeat.
Hey guys, this is Mark Wahlberg, and I just wanted to take a second to talk to you about We Watched a Movie. They got a really good Patreon going on over there. They'll do videos for you based on any of their characters. They'll do commentaries for you. They'll do movie reviews for you. They got behind-the-scenes videos. You got 20% off of all their merch. They'll even make you your own video store card like Blockbuster back in the day. They got commentaries just sitting there waiting to be fucked by your movie ears. I'll put the link below. We gotta outrun the wind. I had a sister named Judith. She had sex with this kid. It all ended awkwardly quick. You know, I stabbed her in the tits. I know.